Hey, Rick. Oh, whoops.
Did you make that or did Rick make that?
I think Rick's niece made that.
Ah.
Hey, Rick, can you hear us? Oh, he bought that from Costco.
Oh.
It's, it might be me, but it's kind of hard to hear you. It might be you.
Is that better?
That's better. Yep.
Yeah, it's
Check.
So, let's see, who else might be joining?
I guess I'm giving you feedback.
No, that was me.
Actually, I don't have my mic on. What?
Whoa.
It's too hard to fit behind you, man. You've got like... There's no space over there.
That's all good.
There's no space.
We're all working from home, by the way.
We're all working from... This is my new home. See, I got the teal walls. We're good.
I already called dibs on the beanbag.
You guys are obviously going crazy at this point. Like, space madness. You need to get some fresh air.
We may have all had a beer.
We just came back from dinner.
Yeah.
Chicken and waffles.
And beer.
And beer. And beer, that's the important part.
And physics.
And we talked about quantum field theory, basically the whole time.
Should have been there.
Yeah, I would like that. That's what happens when you get drunk.
Oh.
Alright, I mean, you know what? It might just be us. Kevin's not joining. Benny didn't join the last one. So, I guess it's just us.
It's just us.
Are we missing somebody?
Well, Gabby had to go home.
Alright. Cool. Let's see.
Should we announce these on like Discord?
Actually, we should. I talked about that before.
Should we? Should we really? I guess we could.
It might. I mean, it's organically going to happen where people just tune in on schedule.
I sort of prefer nobody knowing that these existed, but...
Really?
Yeah, I could see why.
Why?
I could feel why.
Why?
I cannot verbalize why.
Verbalize it.
So there's value to having things organically be discovered and used as opposed to publicized. It's more. It can be more valuable.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't consider this.
Yeah.
We're not publicizing the product. We're publicizing the process of how the product is made.
I mean, it's gonna happen anyways. We could just make it happen.
For me, I just don't like having all this like random unflattering video
Oh.
of me.
I think they're all flattering of all of us. That just shows that we're working
I
hard.
looked at some thumbnails from a while ago.
It shows that we're all working hard, and it shows that we're genuine, and we're not trying to hide, anything. We're truly just.
All right,
everything.
post the YouTube stream link in Discord on general. Don't put it in news, because then people just put it in general. We'll see what happens. Okay.
YouTube link.
I'll do it.
Alright,
You want to do it?
It'll take me too long. Probably better if you do it.
I'll do it.
I like this.
I'm not sure I do, but I'll go with it.
I like this. The computers.
Oh, the multiple computers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you've got one going on too. Oh, that's cool. There's like two Jose's. There's one on Theo's camera, and then there's one on Jose's camera.
Hey,
Yeah,
two Jose's.
two Jose's.
Better than one.
You know what they say?
What do they
Two
say?
Jose's are better than one Jose. I guess
They
that
do.
was the implication.
They do say that.
Yeah.
All right,
Did you plug it?
I
Are we
did.
good? We're gonna start.
we're good.
All right.
All right. Well, let's see what's happened since Thursday.
Oh, are we going for like major
Yeah.
announcements?
I like to start with high level stuff before we just jump into like detailed stuff.
I don't think there's anything significant that I can think of anyway. Aside from like features that we shipped with Danish.
Yeah. What were we doing here Saturday? What did we accomplish Saturday? Oh, that was the QA day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did
That was
QA for
deploy.
deploy.
Okay, Friday. What happened Friday?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, my family came over.
It was very significant in the history of the company.
My family's significant. So I don't think there's any big high level updates. Well, we got a water bot.
Oh yeah, we got the cool water
we
bot.
have a robot that works.
Jose got a robot
underwater.
from Open ROV. We're gonna mess with it and see what happens.
Yeah.
You gonna get it on camera?
Yeah. Check it out, Rick. Your camera is better. Can you
Wow.
Can you see it?
Yeah, nice.
Jill likes that it looks kind of like a telly.
It's got the camera and then the LEDs on the sides.
Yeah. It's gonna be
I
fun.
approve.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, and Renee, she got the Hexa robot to move via RunMyRobot. I think she's working on getting the video to stream.
Yeah, she's working on the video right now.
Yeah.
That's not great.
All right. Well,
We're gonna need an aquarium.
Yeah.
Like a huge aquarium.
Yeah, we were talking about plans for the aquarium down here, you know, because if there's no
Oh,
water
nice.
pumps in the basement, we could just sort of like fill up the basement a little bit with water. It'd be fine.
Okay.
yeah, we were thinking about, being the
I like these
first,
ideas now.
the first floating office,
Yeah. The
Ever.
floffice.
the Floffice.
That's what we called it, the floffice.
So we were thinking, like,
Oh, we could save
recreating.
some rent. We
Yeah.
can definitely save some rent by having a floating office.
Yes. See, other people they
Yeah.
have open workspaces. Some people have cubicles. We have the floffice.
The Floffice.
Trademark.
Trademark 1995.
Well, if we wanted to save money with it, we'd have to like have a boat on the beach or like, in the ocean.
Exactly.
But we were thinking like just flood this basement that we have
For
here.
the basement.
Just turn on
I know.
ours and don't turn it off.
We'll just make a transparent aluminum glass enclosure around those pillars over there.
It would be kind of cool. I mean, actually, it would be seriously cool. You put all of this stuff on like a raft or something, and you have to
Exactly.
swim.
All right, we're going way too deep. We're going.
You have to swim from the door to like your desk. That'd be awesome.
Okay, let us begin.
The actual
Yes.
stand-up.
All right,
So
the actual stand-up.
yeah, maybe I could start.
You want to start? All right.
And it usually goes like
Let's switch up the order.
Kevin, Jose.
Well, don't you usually go before Theo?
You go
Theo actually
after
goes
Theo.
first.
Oh, Theo goes first.
Yeah, he always goes first,
Okay.
and then Kevin, then me, and goes up.
All right.
So
Okay, go ahead.
I set up a little recording thing for the assembly for the alpha bot that we're going to use to update the instructions for the alpha bot on ReadMe.io. It just needs to get assembled and recorded. Got the underwater bot. Did QA with Theo, and the last thing, it's just a reminder to make Kevin's survey available for people that are going to tune into the Robocast on Friday, so that we get some feedback about the merchandise. wants from users, from the heaviest users.
Okay, cool. I haven't checked out that survey or any merchandise, if there's any new merchandise.
No, there isn't.
There isn't.
I think he just posted a survey. And
Yeah, it was just a survey.
truth be told, I haven't seen the survey either, but I trust him.
Does Let's Robot merchandise interest you? Please rate your interest on each type of item. Interesting. So I guess it's just to see what kinds of merchandise they would like. T-shirts, hats, bags. I mean, like, there might be like 2 people in the entire world that want Let's Robot merchandise.
There's probably a couple more than that.
Yeah.
But
Like people always ask about getting
yeah,
T-shirts when I wear
But
mine.
like I want to actually get like a screen print thing done, which means we have to do like 20 or 30. Otherwise, it just costs too much money. So if his results say that there's enough people that want to buy T-shirts, like it's probably okay to spend the money on it. I just don't like the online, digitally printed, offset, on-demand stuff because it always looks like not. Oh yeah.
Not very good.
Yeah, dot matrix on T-shirts is
Like-
always suspect.
Like that. Not the best. And it shrinks. Mine doesn't fit anymore.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay. So Jose, are you done?
Yeah. Oh, I also think we should put on top of putting the sticker behind the cow and chicken, we should do an FFmpeg overlay with a funny for sale sign.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Have you looked at how to do the image overlays at all?
Yes.
Okay.
Just need to put a PNG image.
I can make a PNG very quickly.
Yeah. And we can pick a sign.
All right.
Cool. Who wants to go next since we're not following any order?
I'll go next. So I'm reintegrating those changes that we outlined about 20 days ago in where we saved the sessions and then access them later. There was no way to just like merge that branch. That was just broken into a bunch of stuff. So I'm just kind of looking through it and copying it and then fixing it to match the actual code
I see. Okay.
as is now. And coming along, once that's there, then you should be able to move PonyBot by mouse and actually see like who the user is
That's
in the
awesome.
activity box. I mean, there's actually another step too to make that happen, but working through that.
That's awesome. Yeah. So we're very close to having a robot be movable using the new control system.
Yeah, it's actually, I mean, we actually have one movable now. It's just pretty, the activity messages are very undefined, and there's no visual updates that are, other than just your button is like changing color when you press it. But it's like, we're not getting the full visual updates, so.
Which one's that? Which robot?
Also, we need some more stability. Like, it's pretty easy to PonyBot. You want to,
Okay.
let's see if it's on. Although PonyBot's kind of, whoa.
PonyBot's kind of dead.
Okay. There we go. PonyBot's responding now, but there's something up with the video. So I can see the robot is moving when I click the button using the mouse, not the keyboard.
I see
But something's
the keyboard's working for me.
something's weird. Something's weird with the video though. No, the keyboard doesn't move, Phony. It'll only the
clicking.
mouse will make it move.
Try clicking it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. No, nothing.
I haven't mapped the keyboard stuff at all yet.
Okay.
Interesting.
Cool. Okay.
So the last thing we had on the board for you was the component manager something and then finish integration test on the board. So do we have different things to write on the board? Are those things done? Or did you
Interesting. I haven't really looked at that board that much.
That's okay. Like we're just writing stuff on the board.
Well, okay. Did you finish the integration tests? Do we have one integration test that tests basically from beginning to end?
Well, yeah, depends on what you're integrating, but yeah, there's an integration test that goes from, well, I don't know if that should really be on the board, but I mean, it's been tested from clicking a button to making the robot move, which is kind of like an ad hoc integration test.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what we meant. Like a test that tests whether it's like mocked or not. I mean, I guess it has to be mocked, but testing like as much coverage as possible. So that's done.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that we wrote was to do with the manager, the supervisor, or
Oh, that's what that means.
I forgot what you named it. The manager stuff, the thing that manages all the other processes.
Yeah.
So that's already done, right?
Is that done? All right. So if you had to give specific like next steps on what you're doing, what would they be?
So next step is make the activity box work, and that actually entails making sure that it sends some activity messages, something we didn't really do. You're sending like group messages, but not the individual activity messages. So make the activity box workable, and that actually requires make sure you send all the messages you need. And also, we will need to give the user full feedback, which is I'll pair with Theo on that. That's when the buttons will start lighting up again.
Okay. And by full feedback, you mean like seeing the other users give input?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
And it will need to be parallelized, truly, because really right now it's just running one process. And after all that stuff is done, or during all that stuff, we also need to implement all the gates.
Okay.
So I was talking to Theo about all the things that decide whether the user is allowed to actually make the move.
Okay. Yeah, I would just think about this in context to what you think will be done by the next time we have this meeting, which is Thursday. So I don't think you'll have all those things done by Thursday.
Oh, just by Thursday? Yeah. I mean, probably just that activity box thing.
Okay. Yeah, we're just looking at the very next thing. Have you taken any look at like documenting the architecture stuff? Or is that something like you still need to think about?
Done that yet,
Okay.
but it's on the list.
Yeah, that one's like a definite gate for stuff, so we want to be on that one for sure.
We're using
Yeah.
Lucid Chart, correct?
Let's use Lucid charts, yeah.
Yeah, I like Lucid Charts.
Oh, you know Lucid charts?
Okay.
Yeah,
Sweet.
from days ago.
Everybody knows Lucid charts.
Cool.
They must be making a ton of money, Lucid charts.
Lucid charts.
They charge basically for CPU usage. They've built one SaaS product, and now until the end of time they can just clone it and sell it. There's no finite supply except server CPU usage, and they sell each one for however much.
Isn't that
20
basically
bucks or something.
what the cloud is?
Yeah, I'm saying my point is like any SaaS service, it's any SaaS service is, you know, like that's why everybody wants to be in SaaS. It's a crazy concept. Like you're selling something that there's infinite supply of. I guess you can argue there's infinite supply. It takes up CPU usage, but whatever. If we ignore that, it's infinite supply, and you're selling them for, you know, like a constant amount of dollars.
I personally think it's counterproductive when people sass me.
Now you're getting sassy. Now you're getting sassy. All right. All right, Jill, you want to go next?
Sure. I did like a wireframe for the dashboard, and spec'd out. I think I mentioned that before, though. I think I already spec'd it out. So yeah, it was just sort of doing a wireframe, but I want to spend a little bit more time on that. I did a lot of research for the deck. There's a lot of numbers that I want to find for market research, because it's actually really hard to find like up-to-date numbers on how many people actually watch live streams and how much money is spent on live streaming. And I shared that with you and Rick, so you can take a look at the market research thing that I started. And I started working on the deck, so I can share that at any time, but I'm just doing like we discussed, like just pure text, and then that's easy for you guys to edit. So like I'll just try to get through pass, and then and see what you guys think, and we can make changes accordingly. Yeah, and then I actually also opened up the master plan document and started going over. So me and Theo like talked about some timeline stuff today, and like just kind of plotted out where stuff should get done. So I opened up the planning document that we had a while ago.
By the way, we should talk about again with Rick, because Rick and I had a phone call when I was like taking a walk outside, and well, we have some ideas about how to fully attack the problem of scalability. It's not just the control stuff, but for example, the page loads. Yeah, actually I put space for that in the master. So remember I shared that master plan doc a while ago. So there's actually a whole section on scalability and stuff that I have no idea what we have a plan for. I put question mark, I put a question there like, how are we handling this? So we can go over that at some point and together and sort of fill in those boxes. So maybe that'll help us frame it from kind of a high level point of view. Yeah. Well, okay, just to boil it down, what we were talking about, basically, like once the control system is the Go lane control system, the Go control system is done, there's going to be more scalability stuff to do if we don't, do the page loading stuff in parallel. So if like in a month or 2 months or whenever we expected the scalability to be ready, if we want it to be truly ready and like actually handle like some new like production amounts of traffic, then we need a few things happening in parallel. The page load stuff, well, I guess 2 things happening in parallel: the page load stuff and the control stuff that Rick is already working on. So what we were talking about is I can take a crack at the page load stuff. There's like another thing that has to happen, I think, before that, which is like the chat has to be broken out into its own microservice or its own application, if you will. So there's that, and then the page, and then the page load stuff, which specifically means making it load balanceable.
Yeah.
But anyway, the point is, it's not just the control stuff like we have been talking about forever. There's the other stuff we have to keep in mind too.
Yeah, full scalability, not just one component of it.
Yeah, so that sort of shifts my priority, my list of things to do. So.
Okay. Cool. And then over the weekend I sort of like did a roughed out our budget for the next 5 to 6 months. Went over that with both of you. And then on the other side of things, we're coordinating the robot with. The Chris Gethard show went ahead and purchased the Alpha. They purchased the AlphaBot and Telebot, and they commissioned us to do King Pong, which we asked Renee to do, and so she's already bought the parts, which is cool. Scheduled a meeting with ROV, which is on Thursday, and then Renee's also going along with Hexa, and I've been sort of following along with that and making sure that she can
Who came up
actually.
with the name?
King Pong.
Who do you think? Most clever person here.
Yeah,
Of course.
The pun master.
Classic.
yeah.
I'm surprised that's not I don't know. It could be there could be a famous ping pong player. If there's a ping pong player that isn't using the name King Pong, you should use it right now.
In the world sucks.
Yeah.
King Pong.
Yeah. I'm sort of curious now. Search results.
Nothing.
Nothing?
Well, I mean, not like a professional.
Hmm.
There's some Kickstarter for King Pong.
Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. Let's see. So that stuff. So we are gonna have to do a Twitch stream, or maybe two, with Hexa. So that's part of the deal with them. So I think we're gonna try to do that Friday. Pretty much, the Twitch stream is the RoboCast stream. So we'll sort of expand on it a little bit, and I'm sorry in advance because Twitch streaming's a little bit different. And then just troubleshooting Telebots with Renee. So what we figured out was we got all those new servos, we got them hooked up, and we were told that we should hook them up exactly the same way that we hooked the other ones up. But it turns out that there's these pull-up resistors that you use for the old encoders on the old motors, and apparently if you use those pull-up resistors in the new robots, it disables the encoders completely on the new servos. So that's why they were acting like they didn't have encoders on them. So we've solved that problem.
Oh.
And and then now we have kind of robots that work, and we're sort of nervous to put them together now because we're used to them not actually really working when we think they're working. So we'll see. Yeah, and then I'm driving to Parallax tomorrow, and we're talking about Telebot stuff. I think that's all the things.
What did you say about the Twitch stream?
Oh, we're gonna need to do a Twitch stream. Probably two of them, because we need to do something before the Hexa Kickstarter ends, and and one of those needs to include an actual streaming Hexa. So I sort of agreed with them that we would do a couple. But they don't have to be long. It could just be a couple hours. So we'll do it concurrent with the RoboCast. So we'll spend part of the RoboCast being RoboCast, but we'll also be co-streaming to Twitch, and then we'll just play with robots for a little bit.
Wait, you said that there needs to be a streaming Hexa involved in the first one on Friday?
Nah,
The next one?
Next Friday.
next one. If we have it working. So, yeah. We'll do one just to have that box checked.
Yeah.
And then if we can get the Hexa working on the site, that'd be doubly awesome. Yeah.
Cool. All right, so what have I done? Let's see. So I've been working in tandem with Danish. He makes the pull requests. I review them, I QA them, and sometimes I change things in his pull requests. So what we've done is okay, so there's the whole email thing. You have to be a validated account to control or chat if anonymous control is turned off. There's that. So now no repeat messages are allowed. If you try to repeat a message, you'll get a warning, sort of a let's spot warning that says no repeat messages allowed. Also, if you try to chat faster than one chat per second, you'll also get a repeat a warning that says no, you're typing too fast or you're chatting too fast. There was a slight robot command optimization thing. What did that have to do with? Oh, that just had to do with blocked users. Instead of retrieving the list of blocked users for every command, it was.
So,
Go ahead.
sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
That thing where we were able to view the stream that was in private mode.
Yeah. Wait. What? What do you mean?
Oh, Renee has something to show us.
Oh, really? Should
Yeah.
we look at it right now?
Yeah, but it's in private mode, so we have to.
We should probably not share the screen.
No, we can.
We can?
I
Okay.
mean, it's just,
Alright.
or it's just like a test, right? So
Alright,
I don't
so-
know how we got ourselves off
Yeah,
that.
I can do. So
Okay.
okay, so I'm gonna add myself to be able to see that stream. Okay. Anyway, just to finish what I was saying off, small minor optimization so that it caches the blocked users list. You don't have to retrieve that every time, and then Danish got a start on the chat commands, and I implemented the /active command to use this new pattern. Also he implemented the new robots modal, which looks awesome, by the way. Hopefully we'll get around to deploying it today, me and Jose. Jose's gonna help with the QA, and then yeah, so that basically allows like 6 different options of robots tiers. You can buy, I think, like 250. You can buy a ton, $300 worth of robots if you wanted. All right, let's take a look at this stream. It's not deployed yet, though.
There's a Discord comment that says Rick looks like he lives on the surface of the sun.
Oh yeah, so the stream only shows Rick.
Really? What do you mean?
It's because I think when you click on a user, it only shows that user.
I don't think I clicked on.
Yeah,
oh,
so
you just
did I?
clicked on.
I didn't
Rick.
click on Rick. No,
Oh.
I didn't. There's no white highlight around his face.
Oh.
No.
I don't know why he's the only one. I mean, the screen.
It's because you guys are muted. It uses the
Oh.
sound to switch. But Rick is the most photogenic out of
Yeah.
all of us. Why not you, Rick?
Obviously.
I don't see that robot ID.
Hmm?
I don't see that robot ID that Renee discorded me in the database. Unless I'm going crazy. I think I'm going crazy. I'm
It's
querying the
quite
wrong
possible.
database. No, I'm querying the wrong database. Yeah, it is possible I'm going crazy.
Maybe we should set up a private stream facing the whiteboard so Rick can see it.
See the whiteboard.
Oh, it's not a big deal. This isn't like a super real stand-up. It's more like a public, let's catch up.
Ah. Yeah.
Boy. 1 second. Somebody fill time
Be the privates.
Fill time. I'm always filling
while I do
time.
this.
Mhm.
Actually, I don't know if I can fill all of time up. Like, I'm only at one specific point in time at any time, so I don't. It's very hard for me to exist in multiple time.
Fill this time,
Yeah,
this moment.
this moment. Well, that's already done.
Fill.
It's behind us.
Yeah. Are you sure?
Yeah.
We could be going back and forth.
We could be oscillating back and forth in time and not even know it. Like, we could have went 10 seconds ago, like 10 million times and be unaware of it, because, yeah,
Because
it's impossible for us to perceive. We had a beer.
and we talked about quantum physics and Rick Feynman.
Are you adding the? Are you like what whitelisting people? Yeah.
I'm just whitelisting ourselves so we can look at what Renee is doing right now with probably the Hex
Okay.
robot.
Yeah.
Hold on.
We're going to witness the future.
So what kind of activities should we have for the hexabot? I liked it when it fought punch.
I think that we
Robot
should.
Empress is very secretive, huh?
I think that we should make a giant spider web.
Hmm.
We'll make little robot insects. I've got my hex bugs. We can catch some hex. No, I have no idea. Be interesting.
Yeah, we're gonna have like.
Maybe
we're gonna have a
String
giant
Fury.
tank,
Oh yeah, we gotta bring back
And-
String Fury.
Yeah.
What about
and
tanks?
Giant spider web.
Giant spider tanks.
Okay, I think we should be able to see it now.
Let me copy that.
Jill's
What
account and my account.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh, yep,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh my God.
Should I?
Mute?
I'm gonna stream this.
Am I at it?
All right, let me show you, Rick. I'll add you too.
Just. Oh.
Let me share my screen first.
Oh my God. Dag.
Oh, hello.
It's a Dago.
It's a Boston Terrier?
Double Dag.
All right, Rick. Here, I'll Slack you the robot ID. I guess it's kind
I thought you were gonna share your
of. Yeah,
tab.
I'll share my screen too.
Light on. Turn the light on. We want the light. That's what we want.
Where did it go?
This
Here it
is
is.
crazy.
Let's see, is it working?
Nice.
Oh my God, I can see its leg.
Oh, that's cool. Oh no, am I banned?
It's
Oh,
not-
it's in development mode.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, I see. She's controlling it. We're
Yeah,
not
she's
in control.
controlling it. Yeah, it's in
Okay.
development mode.
Doi.
Doo-doo.
That's
Doo-doo.
awesome.
This is amazing.
So we could use this for Friday, for the Robocast.
At this
Maybe.
rate, yeah.
We
Wow.
totally did it. Now it needs TTS.
Oh,
That's awesome.
does it have a output?
Bro, this one should have that like creepy whispering voice TTS.
What's that? I've never heard that.
I think
There's
that.
like a special setting
Really?
that turns the TTS into this like kind of creepy.
She's getting a
Like,
mirror.
I've never heard that.
Spider.
She's getting a mirror.
Oh man.
Oh, that's cool.
There's a mirror. We can't look in it, but it's cool. Oh, there it is.
Oh, she can make it faster?
We have some chat activity on YouTube.
Oh,
Really?
cool.
I'm reloading because it crashed.
Wow, oh my God, that's so cool.
Sneak peek, guys. This is our first spider robot on the platform.
Actually, can we do it? Can I take a
Oh.
GIF of the spider crawling in the mirror again? I want to take a GIF of that. Or-
Oh, dog.
Who are you talking to?
I'm sorry, I'm just thinking that Renee's on
She might be watching.
I think she is.
GIF
It's like 10 seconds delayed though.
spider.
Oh, doggo.
Doggo.
Old dogs are called doggo.
All right, let's do it.
Somebody took GIF snapshots. Oh,
Oh, I'm doing it right now.
no, it was a user on YouTube, but I see who it is. It's Love Robotics.
Cool, I got it.
Oh,
I just got hit with repeat message.
Nice, it works.
All right.
walk towards the dog.
When do we want to do the planning, the schedule planning thing?
Well, I was hoping to deploy tonight, since Jose is here. I don't know. We can do it after that, or we can do it another day.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have everything super in order yet, so we can still wait till Thursday.
How about Thursday, Rick? Does that work for you?
It does, but I mean, yeah, I mean, it's fine. I just wanted to make sure every day is used wisely. So,
Yeah.
I think we're all in agreement that the scalability needs some focus. It's going to probably displace some stuff like controlling the speed of the motors.
Yeah, I mean, I think. Yeah, I mean, so we had given a ticket to Danish to implement some of the chat commands. I looked at them, and the controlling, configuring the robot is not any of the ones we want to do immediately, or do first. So that's deferred.
Yeah, most of the ones that I was going for were just stuff that was already in there, and then it's just a easier way to access it for some people.
So basically, it's like timing out and banning, and
Yeah.
the functionality we already have.
Yeah. And then that sort of, if the system is there, then that makes it easier to implement a lot of stuff without having to do a whole GUI for absolutely everything. And then we can just implement it as a command and then get the GUI in later, so that way we unlock the function right away for people.
Yeah. Well, okay, so Rick, I think what I can do is I can look at pulling out the chat into its own program. That looks like that'll be what has to happen first before looking at the page load stuff.
Or you could just copy the whole. You could just imagine in your mind that it's a chat server instead of a page load server, and it is. It's another way to look at it.
What do you mean? Do you mean like?
I mean, you still need. I mean, just for the clarity of code, you do need to cut all these stuff out unrelated to chat, but you can just run it. You know what I mean? It is a chat server already.
Oh, I think yeah. I mean, I would just extract out the chat part and keep all the fact that it's a server and everything else the same. I don't know. I don't understand.
You know what I'm saying, though? I'm saying you can literally just instantiate the thing as we have it. It already is a chat server. It would just have some vestigial stuff not doing anything.
I see. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we could do that.
And then we just delete that stuff as we find time.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Or we can okay, yeah.
Whatever you feel comfortable with.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, if the hackiest way would just be to literally copy paste that server. I don't know, maybe I can just lose a bunch of stuff easily. I don't know. So anyway, we pull out the chat in some way, and then Well, okay. So the tricky thing is like if I want to start on the load balancing of the page load stuff. Like, so I need it to be stateless. I need the application to be stateless. Well, I guess. Okay, never mind. I think we could go about it even without it being stateless. I mean, even with having like all of the robot command stuff in there. We just go to this set of servers whenever you make an API call to load the page. Whenever you need data to load the page, you'll go to like this new batch of servers, load balanced between them. And then all the control stuff, until you're ready, it'll just go to the server as it is right now. There will just be a new batch of servers, and the web client would point to those batch for strictly getting the data to load the page. Anyway, we're boring everybody. We're boring all 7 people watching us.
It's not for them.
But does that make sense? Am I saying sane stuff?
You want to chat about it for a second after? I mean.
Okay, sure.
All right, let's do that.
Cool. All right. I think that's it. Everybody, watch out for the new robots modal. You can now buy, I think you can buy $300 worth of robots. I can't do the math.
We need $300. We need even higher. I'm just saying.
There might be.
That's a big improvement. I
remember.
like it, but we need the $1,000 level. I'm saying this in all. I mean, Jill's already said this, but it's also. So I just listened to a pretty good pitch from a guy about a book called 80/20, and basically it's the law of the universe, kind of. Basically, 20% of people that deliver 80% of the result, but it keeps going down like a fractal. So there's like one person out there that's gonna click on that $1,000. It's like guaranteed, but it's just a small percentage, you know.
Sure. I don't think it'd be too hard to add implementation-wise. We have a $1.40 option, the $7 option, $20 option, $65 option, $126 option, and then $300.
Yeah, we can do. Well, I'd like to do like a separate page with some different stuff on it. I do think we need to have like a page that explains exactly what robots are and what you do with them. So I could see putting some very large options there.
Yeah. We could put more options. Hey Rick, do you see this? I'm sharing my screen.
Nice.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. So if you click on one of them, it just opens this.
Test the $300 one.
Yeah. Later. Okay, I think that's it. Let's I think we're good. Anything else you guys want to say?
Nope.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining. Join us in the next one.
Next time.
On Let's Robot.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys.
Bye-bye.